And welcome back to the program, folks, and our reaction of last night's federal budget continues this morning now with the doyen of federal budgets, the independent economist Chris Richardson. Chris, it's good to see you as always. So with more time to think and to assess, what's your big picture take?
In many ways, it is a pre-election budget. Your winners are Middle Australia. They're getting tax cuts. They're getting electricity rebates going on for longer. They're getting stuff around bulk billing and the like. That is the centrepiece of the budget. But losers, I'd say, are those who are around for the longer term, younger Australians. We are baking in higher rates of spending, which will ultimately mean higher rates of taxing too. So
our kids should be worried, even if some of them are children at the moment.
Well, the thing about a budget is you have to keep an eye on the next generation. And sadly, for the past generation, for a couple of decades now, we've let the budget get fat and lazy. We have low debt by world standards. That's great, but it was good luck rather than good management.
Yeah.
If you look at our spending, a bunch of it is stupid. If you look at our taxing, a bunch of it is terrible. The tobacco taxing stuff is just, a complete disaster.
So do you think those tax cuts were necessary?
They're politically necessary much more than anything else. The challenge to the budget, more than anything else, is a world that looks more volatile and more dangerous and more fractured than it has in decades. One way or another, that's going to be more expensive. And we are perhaps not match fit for any sort of a sprint that the world is going to demand of us.
So I put this question about the RBA to the Treasurer a short time ago, and he points to growth being within the target range, so the RBA shouldn't be bothered about it. That's his take on it. But how do you think the RBA will look upon this? Will this help or hurt our chances of a rate cut, which will be more beneficial than a cup of coffee?
I think we will be getting rate cuts. I don't think this budget moves the dial one way or another.
Okay.
What is starting to be more important for rate cuts is some of the things that President Trump is doing, raising inflation risks, but a bunch of the things that he's doing, the chaos that he's causing, it will reduce inflation risks. And I think that will ultimately weigh on the Reserve Bank more. They won't be worried by this budget.
Okay, let me just squeeze this final one here about the coalition response tomorrow night. What do you think it should or could be?
Oppositions haven't tried to be much different from governments for decades. I'd be surprised if that started tomorrow night.
All right, well, it's highly anticipated, whichever way you look at it. Chris, good to chat as always. Thank you. We'll chat again soon.